The tattered man stood musing. Well, he was a reg'lar Jim Dandy fair nerve, wa'n't he, said he finally in a little awestruck voice. A reg'lar Jim Dandy. He thoughtfully poked one of the docile hands with his foot. I wonder where he got his strin th from? I never seen a man do like that before. It was a funny thing. Well, he was a reg'lar Jim Dandy. The youth desired to screech out his grief. He was stabbed, but his tongue lay dead in the tomb of his mouth. He threw himself again upon the ground and began to brood. The tattered man stood musing. Look-a here, pardner, he said, after a time. He regarded the corpse as he spoke. He's up and gone, ain't he, and we might as well begin to look out farewell number 1. This here thing is all over. He's up and gone, ain't he? And he's all right here. Nobody won't bother him. And I must say I ain't enjoying any great health himself these days. The youth, awakened by the tattered soldier's tone, looked quickly up. He saw that he was swinging uncertainly on his legs and that his face had turned to a shade of blue. Good Lord, he cried, you ain't going to, not you, too. The tattered man waved his hand. Nary die, he said. All I want is some pea soup and a good bed. Some pea soup, he repeated dreamfully. The youth arose from the ground. I wonder where he came from. I left him over there. He pointed. And now I find him here. And he was coming from over there, too. He indicated a new direction. They both turned toward the body as if to ask of it a question. Well, at length spoke the tattered man, there ain't no use in our stayin' here and tryin' to ask him anything. The youth nodded in assent wearily. They both turned to gaze for a moment at the corpse. The youth murmured something. Well, he was a Jim Dandy, wa'n't he, said the tattered man as if in response. They turned their backs upon it and started away. For a time they stole softly, treading with their toes. It remained laughing there in the grass. I'm commencin' to feel pretty bad, said the tattered man, suddenly breaking one of his little silences. I'm commencin' to feel pretty damn bad. The youth groaned. Oh Lord! He wondered if he was to be the tortured witness of another grim encounter. But his companion waved his hand reassuringly. Oh, I'm not going to die yet. They're too much dependent on me for me to die yet. No, sir. Nary die. I can't. Ye'd oughta see swat a chill run I've got, and all like that. The youth, glancing at his companion, could see by the shadow of a smile that he was making some kind of fun. As they plotted on, the tattered soldier continued to talk. Besides, if I died, I wouldn't die way that feller did. That was funniest thing. I'd just flop down, I would. I never seen a feller die way that feller did. Ya know Tom Jameson, he lives next door to me up home. He's a nice feller, he is, and we was allus good friends. Smart, too. Smart as a steel trap. Well, when we was fightin' this afternoon, all of a sudden he begin to rip up and cussin' Bellaredney. You're shot, ya blamed infernal. He swear horrible, he scs me. I put up hand to head, and when I looked at fingers, I seen, sure enough, I was shot. I give a holler and begin to run, but before I could get away another one hit me in arm and whirl me clean round. I got scared when they was all shootin' behind me and I run beat all, but I cotch it pretty bad. I've any day I'd have been fightin' yet if wasn't fair Tom Jameson. Then he made a calm announcement, there's two of 'em little ones, but they're beginning to have fun with me now. I don't believe I can walk much further." They went slowly on in silence. "Yeah, look pretty peaked yourself," said the tattered man at last. "I bet ye've got a worser one than ye think. Ye'd better take care of your hurt. It don't do to let sec things go. It might be inside mostly, and them plays thunder. Where is it located?" But he continued his harangue without waiting for a reply. "I see a feller get hit plumb in th head when my regiment was standin' at his unct. And everybody yelled to 'im, 'Hurt, John? Are ya hurt much?' 'No, ses he.' He looked kinder surprised, and he went on tellin' 'em how he felt. He said he didn't feel nothin'. But, by dad, first thing that feller knowed he was dead. Yes, he was dead, stone dead. So, ya want to watch out. Ya might have some queer kinda hurt yourself. Ya can't never tell. Where is your an located?" The youth had been wriggling since the introduction of this topic. He now gave a cry of exasperation and made a furious motion with his hand. "Oh, don't bother me," he said. He was enraged against the tattered man, and could have strangled him. His companions seemed ever to play intolerable parts. They were ever upraising the ghost of shame on the stick of their curiosity. He turned toward the tattered man as one at bay. "Now, don't bother me," he repeated with desperate menace. "Well, Lord knows I don't want to bother anybody," said the other. There was a little accent of despair in his voice as he replied, "Lord knows I've got enough on to tend to." The youth, who had been holding a bitter debate with himself and casting glances of hatred and contempt at the tattered man, here spoke in a hard voice. "Goodbye," he said. The tattered man looked at him in gaping amazement. Why, pardner, where ye goin'?" he asked unsteadily. The youth, looking at him, could see that he, too, like that other one, was beginning to act dumb and animal-like. His thoughts seemed to be floundering about in his head. Now, look here, you Tom Jameson, now, I won't have this here won't do. Where ye goin'?" The youth pointed vaguely. "Over there," he replied. "Well, now look here, now," said the tattered man, rambling on in idiot fashion. His head was hanging forward and his words were slurred. "This thing won't do, now, Tom Jameson. It won't do. I know ya pig-headed devil. Ya want to go trompin' off with a bad hurt. It ain't right now, Tom Jameson, it ain't. Ya want to leave me take care of ya, Tom Jameson. It ain't right, it ain't fair yet to go trompin' off with a bad hurt, it ain't right, it ain't." In reply, the youth climbed a fence and started away. He could hear the tattered man bleating plaintively. Once he faced about angrily. "What? Look here, now, Tom Jameson, now, it ain't." The youth went on. Turning at a distance, he saw the tattered man wandering about helplessly in the field. He now thought that he wished he was dead. He believed he envied those men whose bodies lay strewn over the grass of the fields and on the fallen leaves of the forest. The simple questions of the tattered man had been knife thrusts to him. They asserted a society that probes pitilessly at secrets until all is apparent. His late companion's chance persistency made him feel that he could not keep his crime concealed in his bosom. It was sure to be brought plain by one of those arrows which cloud the air and are constantly pricking, discovering, proclaiming those things which are willed to be forever hidden. He admitted that he could not defend himself against this agency. It was not within the power of vigilance.